What's up, folks? Eddie Carrington, Mayor of Flux City. And this week I am bringing you along with me on a walkthrough of a government-owned building and site on the riverfront here in Detroit, located at East Jefferson and Mount Elliott. This site is prime real estate for a number of different concepts that we're thinking through now. And when I saw a Cranes Detroit article about this site going up for auction, I immediately signed up on the site, the auction site more specifically, reached out to the government representative, set up a walkthrough with me, my GC architect, a commercial broker, to see, what the current condition is of the site and the facilities on the site, as well as think through a few concepts that would fit in this location in the long run. But I wanted to bring you along with me because this is things that developers do. I am working on a project, but I am also aggressively looking for my next opportunity. And when this concept came up, it's really a no-brainer to kind of do a little more due diligence and consider this as a possible site that I want to put a play together for. So with that said, come along with me as we walk the facilities and let me know what you think in the comments below. It's interesting because, your perspective about the office space is important. Like he was like, man, we can just leave this office space. But like you see how hard it is.
I'm not saying it's just impossible. That's the thing. It's like not impossible. And I would tell you that we need neighborhood office.
Right.
Like you need it. Like just from people that I talk to on a regular basis, we need some more stuff in the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what maybe I'm like.
You say you need more office space in the net? You don't mind walking in the grass with your shoes?
No.
Okay.
I think
I'm
so.
gonna walk in the
I'm gonna
front.
just tell you, like on the west side, right? The stuff that's on Illinois. I get a bunch of calls from all the retail
We might
stuff.
not be able to get through the front. Well, we may be able to. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might. So, like on the west side, and I don't see why this would be over here.
What's
I get
that?
all the retail calls, but then I get a lot of office users who just like, I don't need retail space. I don't want to pay for retail.
Right.
I'm looking for office space.
Right.
I get enough of those calls. I feel like from like just people who don't want to be downtown. Like I need a small office.
Yeah.
Is that does that correlate to over here? I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, you don't have as, still got Indian Village and West Village.
True. I mean, that would make a good.
People coming like, I don't want to go downtown.
That would make a good co-working space.
Yeah.
But I got.
Business.
Yeah, it's a business. You're right. That's a business in its own sense.
That's what makes the building more lucrative.
True.
Because if I did have, that's why I always try to. That's the other aspect that I just try to put in people is, we talking from like an investment development standpoint, and we're like, hey, I want to just put some people in here who's gonna pay me some rent.
Right.
And that's the theory of what co-working is, but I mean, if you look at a building like this, where like, can I put a business in here?
Yeah.
That changes the value.
And that changes the proposition to the funding partners too.
That's significant.
I'm gonna walk.
Somebody buy it, they want to just lease it to a new restaurant owner, that's a good deal.
Right.
But if I'm a restaurant owner, that's way more valuable.
Yeah, that's That's a good point. That's a good point.
Look at it like, hey, can I put a business in here and make it work? But then it becomes the balance to that, or the flip to it is the overall property probably becomes less, it's not as valuable as if you were to do something more traditional.
I see.
Like if I just wanted to flip out of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, I mean, this is a lot of land. This is a lot of land, bro.
Whose cars are those in there? I forgot.
I mean, it kind of depends on interest and stuff. Around 6, 7, 8 weeks during that time.
Air conditioning unit for that.
And so this building is not historic,
No.
correct? Okay.
So I think they added, view from here, you can kind of see the difference in the,
Yeah.
Yep.
and I guess that compromised the historic. I was looking at the kind of register nomination.
Nice. So you actually understand like the historic designation and things of that nature.
I wouldn't necessarily.
You
say
travel all
that,
over the
but,
country, don't you?
So we're based out of Chicago.
Yeah.
And we do kind of the Great Lakes region. So Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio,
Nice.
and Michigan.
So Joe, this is why I'm really excited about this lot because look where it
Yeah, I know where we're at.
borders along. And this lot is actually a part of it too, right?
It doesn't look like it. Right at that fence, you can see it kind of chamfered.
Oh,
out
okay.
here.
Okay, so the fence is pretty much
It does
the.
go left into that lot. Yeah. After that kind of junction.
So it goes left.
So like it doesn't turn right; it goes left.
Right,
That's
right. I
the-
see.
Yeah.
I see the
So it
fence.
includes that other lot.
Got it.
Back to there. The other bit.
Riverwalk, all that. Yep.
See Belle Isle.
Yeah, I mean we're talking prime real estate.
I agree. Shane, sorry, Shane.
No worries.
You don't know if it's fire drill.
Shane's my GC. He knows the numbers. He knows how much it costs to build stuff out. And
So how long have you been involved with the building?
I took over at the end of 2019.
So you've been handling maintenance.
Yeah, we have contracts.
Nobody now, but as of 2 weeks ago, it was at yes.
do you know what? Hey Joe, what is his own?
You see what it says here?
Special District 4.
They went
the multi-use.
IRS
Okay.
federal
We don't
building there
like
at,
warrant zoning. I would
Michigan and
certainly
right
recommend
by
talking to
police
the,
headquarters.
I guess the city. I think.
Yeah.
So
They were spread out.
I mean, they can.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Correct.
suppose.
The government's not subject to zoning, so we don't
Understand.
pay attention to it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So whatever the zoning is, it doesn't matter. You can come in and still do whatever you want to do.
I mean, the government
The
can.
government.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. But I mean, once it is in private ownership, it is subject to zoning.
Right.
So, like they did overlay zone it, I believe, and that is what it is. So even though we didn't have to abide by it, once it's sold, any buyer would have to. That would be what the zoning would be.
Got it.
If they want to change it, you got to go through the process. Yeah.
Marcel, what do you think, man? Tear that down or keep it?
That's just straight office, right? Yeah, office. Yes. Is it built for like multiple tenants, or is it built for one big tenant? The second floor is kind of one big open office. And there's actually holding cells on the first floor. That's going to really be the most important thing. Is it? You could, separate. There's a breezeway connecting the historic building to the addition to the back. You could potentially close that off and keep them separate.
Hey Joe, can you make that thing look pretty?
Probably. So you could just rivet all that kind of glass that's across the thing, glass and spandrel across the floors. Do a whole new system. Not
Yeah.
the cheapest option.
It's not the cheapest, huh? Oh, okay.
So if there's options for it, it's more or less a current system.
Boilers are from the 80s. They're in here. There's steam piping. There's boilers in the building.
Yeah, there's yeah, for the conversion potential for what it wants to be.
And so this actually heats.
Steam pipe goes down underneath the parking lot into the building. And
Wow.
there's radiators.
Yeah.
It heats both buildings, the newer one and the historical one.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's why I know you have operating costs and running buildings.
He said these are from the 80s. They look in pretty good shape.
These buildings, utilize people in here as of 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, literally.
This has all been protected. It's all the asbestos has been covered.
Yeah. So historic designation, we probably wouldn't even touch this.
I mean, obviously, you could reuse it, but all the walls, all this structure, the roof, the boiler tower itself, it's kind of iconic and can remain and use this as in great shape.
Yeah.
So, whether you can reprogram it and do it for something else, not dedicated utilities, but it could still remain dedicated utilities.
Okay. But you'd recommend,
especially because all this stuff's here. I think that's what Shane's going to say is that, you don't need to really mess with this.
okay. And so
This
even
this building is like in great shape,
yeah.
so you just can't tear it down.
So imagine,
It's the powerhouse.
you got the historic building off of Jefferson. We'd still want this to power or heat that.
I think Shane will answer that.
Let's say
you would keep this as the main powerhouse of a
I
building.
probably would. We'll look at it, but it looks to me like it's all one pipe steam feeding the building. So that goes down and goes straight towards the building. So I'm betting we'll find one pipe steam throughout the building. We'll see about air conditioning.
There's a heat exchanger and
Is there?
heating hot water in the newer addition, and the historic has radiators and heating steam.
Got it. Yeah. So see what we find when we get over there.
Okay.
Some part of it was designed to burn and then it would close on its own.
Nice.
If there's a fire in here to contain the fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see those in a lot of that kind of long shotgun, like the Paquette factory, they have it, and each segment of these firewalls, the rope would burn and it would close it off.
Okay.
That's why you see it at that angle.
Nice.
It's a really cool system.
Do you think it still works?
Oh yeah.
These are super. This piece here is what they said that's like
The piece that breaks.
That's the piece that melts the lead.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like a fire damper.
Nice. Would it be cheaper to demo it, or would it be better
You
to?
wouldn't want to touch it, but swap the glass out with something that doesn't look as dated.
Yeah.
As well as those spandrels, but I mean, it's like a whole unit going from floor to roof.
Yeah, it's basically a curtain wall of glass. So you could switch the glass out with something like the Hudson site or something perfect.
Right.
You do something sweet,
How many
Actually,
square feet is the whole building?
That's what you ask, I guess. So I've seen, multiple. I think sort of renting it to DHS, we had it at 42,605. So I think the total, like if you're counting just about everything here, it's like 59,000. But I'm getting more numbers for another group who's here and can try and break things down a little bit better. I guess by the types of space and then also.
I got
each building.
42.6.
So, and I think total would be 59.
okay. Man, this grass looks great.
Joe did that for you guys this morning.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, the lawnmower did hit the windows.
Yeah. Like literally today?
Last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Owners just don't want to pay for it. So I mean, whatever
So
you
pretty
think is best.
modern building.
Yeah, pretty
Simple.
standard kind of open office space.
Man, it feels good in here. And then you're saying there's a bridge.
Yeah,
to the-
there's some holding cells in this corner.
Okay, let's check
And
those
then,
out.
We'll head over to the historic.
You can't access it from Jefferson, right?
The original entry used to be there. There's like a giant window where there used to be the front door. They just changed the address to Mount Elliott, so
The owners are actually going into an
You
appeal.
probably could if you wanted to. You read the
Yeah.
back what it was. You can actually see the old numbering on the front. Yeah.
Holding, processing.
People have gotten a kick out of holding cells.
Oh wow.
Well, down there.
So
These were the interviews / processing booths.
yeah, so 3 holding cells.
oh wow, nice. Still has the holding cell smell.
That goes with the building.
And then a second entrance out here towards the Jefferson driveway.
Got it. Holding cells, man.
Holding cells?
Yeah. Lock you in, man. They got the keys and everything.
Yeah, that was the first thing I did when I moved out. Is put a key in each.
Yeah. Needs a key on this side.
All right, Marcel, don't go in there. Don't go. No. I'm just now, was this used as a? What was this used before it was closed?
Ice was in here.
Ice. That's right. Got it.
This is the connection between the
Okay.
old and new here. You know what? There's a walkway above us and a walkway below us.
Got it.
Yep, the connects on the. No elevators? There's one in the historic building, basement to third floor.
And then can you get from the third floor to the?
So there's only 2 floors on the addition, so you can get to it from the second floor.
But no elevator in that.
No elevator in that building. But you can get to the second floor.
Yeah, that's,
So this is definitely.
Definitely. I told them to go to my elementary school. Yeah, so it's kind of typical of
Yeah.
each floor.
How tough do you think it'd be to convert these into some housing?
Not difficult. It's a pretty modern elevator.
Yeah.
I mean, probably have to add fire suppression. Most difficult number.
The fire suppression.
Yeah. AC run through the old part.
Right.
You've got heat,
I
actually
did
2 pipe
add
steam is run.
cabling in, so it's like a crash rated fence.
Oh, of course, yeah. Federal building requirement, understand that, yeah.
Yep.
That's what now, a crash fence?
Crash rated fence, it's got the cabling with the giant.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I see it.
Concrete buried at the posts.
Because that happened a number of times, right? You had some
Yeah, 'cause
people
Mount
flying in.
Elliott
Wow.
Boulevard, and then it goes down the way 2 lane after Jefferson.
Always intentional.
So not intentional crash,
No,
like let's
no,
break
it's
our
usually
buddy
like
up.
Friday, Saturday,
Friday,
in the middle of the
Saturday
night, get a call at
I can
8
tell you from
o'clock.
my days of going out, we was,
Yeah.
we was right there.
They headed to Belle Isle.
We was right there,
Yeah.
going across the street.
Yep. So there is no fire suppression in this building.
In the basement, there's fire suppression through the whole basement, but
Okay.
yeah, not in the.
So the
historic
line is
above.
ran at the very least.
It's big enough.
Okay. What was this room used for?
They had a bunch of computer tables set up, like a training area,
Got it.
so that
Yep. What are your thoughts on the line coming in? Decent enough?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like they have fire suppression separated, I only see the one. But I don't know what it's feeding.
we do have another line.
Do you?
Mechanical room
Got
too.
it.
I think does the suppression. It's an old basement.
Yeah, I can see some of it on that other wall.
And up
Probably
until,
coming in through
up
those
until
wells.
2 weeks ago, there was a desk up against that, so.
Oh, okay.
You just put a poster over it.
You just need to kind of clear out some of those drains in those wells, probably haven't been done in a long time, so it's just holding water.
Wow, look at this, man. All these services.
So you would do all your due diligence now. Like once you realize that you want to, that's the reason why people don't like a lot of my clients don't even look at auction deals, because you have to do your due diligence before you know if you're gonna actually win it. And
Oh
you
yeah.
might waste time
The
and money.
benefit the benefit of this though is they already have
They got everything.
the surveys.
Yeah, you already got.
Yeah. Yep. What in the world is? He just wanted to do that, huh?
Yeah.
I do too. You know what? There it is. Is that the fire suppression line?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all kept up. It's all locked.
Okay.
It's only running the basement going gas. It's actually feeding domestic as well. It's all fire and that's domestic also.
So what's the other line for it then?
It's the secondary one. It's like they put a new one in when they did this addition.
Okay.
Yes.
Water filtration maybe?
Something for the heating or cooling. Kind of an expansion tape or hot water, I don't know.
Okay.
This used to be a shooting range. Oh wow, abated all the lead. It's wide open space now. If you did want to like use the boilers over here and obviously do it. This used to be a shooting range.
Oh yeah. You should buy this just for your house.
Yeah, right.
You want a shooting range in your house?
Where's the filtration center system for it?
They abated all the lead and all moved everything. So
Okay.
it's basically just empty space.
I see.
I was looking like, this is a garage?
It's a solid building, obviously.
Actually, like, damn near sound.
Yeah, yeah.
A party down here. Crazy.
Hold on, man. That's where they keep the monsters, man. That's where they keep the
It's back to the
monsters.
shooting range. That back door, the shooting range is right over here. So they probably had a light on when it's high. I'm guessing this is how they changed lights.
Yeah. They don't make it easy to go in there. You don't want to go in there. Wait for the green light.
Somebody took the green light out.
Probably money
Yep.
for that. So watch your head here. Different funding avenues.
Right.
Yes. Watch your head.
This is asphalt. It's coated over.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is all 3-foot rolled asphalt.
Yeah, yep.
But this would be a really easy building to put a rooftop deck
Absolutely.
out of. I mean, just structurally,
Yeah.
how it's built.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
super easy. I mean, you have river views there. Look at Belle Island.
Right.
That's Belle Island.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys giving us this tour.
There's definitely a lot to go through here.
What was the building originally meant for?
Check the number on
I think the stone front says like immigration house or something on Jefferson. So I think
Just
there's always
interesting. It's all steel.
Yeah. I mean, I can take a look at some of the historic society photos and things like that.
yeah. There's the hatch right here that gets done.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Did Shane climb up there? Oh, jeez.
Looking at it, there's a little bit of that flat roof.
Yeah, just roll asphalt.
Go for it, Shane.
It's like the little cupola that sticks up. That's really cool.
Oh, and that's steel? That's not wood.
These are wood, but
Okay.
a lot of this is steel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. a lot of steel. But that's the original wood decking there. For whatever reason, they put this paneling on.
I see.
Look at, you know, just all
Oh,
the
man.
connections, even with wood.
Is it clay tile, clay shingles, or?
Yeah, on the angled part of the roof is
Yeah, look at this whole portion of it.
Wow.
It's all steel hips, steel rafters. Really good, really cool building.
Yeah.
It's interesting because how many purpose-built buildings do you see that are this age?
Good point.
This was built for immigration in the 30s.